Hey Pisces, welcome to You versus Them Tarot. I hope all is well. This is in the format of Person A, Person B. Figure out where you are in the storyline. Okay, Person A has addressed your addictions. Person B, they have reassessed. All right. Raise your vibration coming out. I don't know who needs to hear that, but someone needs to. All right. How does Person A feel about Person B? How does Person A feel about Person B here? The Emperor in reverse. 8 of Wands, 3 of Wands, the World card. I'm getting a little bit of a pouty energy on Person A's, and it's like, it's not fair. It's not fair. Person A feels shut out. They're like, give me more of you. I need more of you. You're not giving me what I want. This is not fair. I don't like this. So that's how they're feeling. They're feeling shut out of the Emperor's world. They feel like, yeah, they're feeling shut out. Okay. And how does Person B feel about Person A? They're King of Swords. It seems like they already have their defenses up. So yeah, Person A is feeling shut out, and yeah, Person B is shutting them out. King of Swords coming out with the Knight of Swords. I feel like they're very much on guard. They don't want Person A to come in and ruin their stability or whatever sense of security they feel for themselves. It seems like they finally found some balance within themselves, and they just don't want anything coming in and messing with it, okay? Not saying that Person A will, but it does feel like they might look at Person A as someone who could threaten their balance. They're just trying to stay balanced. Yeah, okay. I understand that. But it does seem like they're a little bit cold though, okay? So they are being led to actually reassess their approach. Like, hey, you can find balance and then just set proper boundaries. You can set boundaries without shutting people all the way out. So I feel like now they have to learn. This was probably necessary in the beginning, but now they have to rework how they set boundaries here. All right. Because if that's the case, then anybody and everybody will have the ability to throw this person off their game. They're going to just have to learn how to set better boundaries with people rather than shutting people out. All right. But I do feel that is their issue. But I also do feel that Person A does have this energy that could be, is not, it can have an it has a tumultuous effect on Person B. That does happen. Person B is just gonna have to learn how to handle that better. But you know, do they? I don't know. But that's what's happening there. Okay. What is the blockage for Person A, or what are they feeling to see? Yeah, 3 of Swords. See, it's that pouty energy. They're like really trying to spill everything onto Person B. And yeah, see, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair what they're doing. Person A is feeling like it's not fair. You're shutting me out, Person B. But what Person A is doing is not fair, because they kind of want to pour everything onto Person B. And it does feel, address your addictions. It does feel like a little bit of a codependency. Like Person A is leaning too heavily on Person B. Person B is just trying to save themselves. They're like, look, I can't do all that, okay? We're gonna have to find some balance, but until we find a balance, I need to shut you out completely so I can restabilize myself. So Person A, if you're Person A, you are coming off a little bit frantic. You're coming off with the staticky, unstable energy for them. That's how that's what it's doing to them. Not saying that that's how you are to everyone, but that's your effect on them right now. And you can't say it's a them problem. It's not a them problem, okay? Because honestly, nobody has to deal with someone being frantic, and especially with this codependent energy. Person A, you do need to learn how to restructure how you're leaning on others as well. And people do have a choice whether they want to deal with that type of codependency or not. So just be mindful of that. So because that is not being seen on person A's end, they don't realize that they're leaning so heavily on person B, and that's what's making person B put up their guards more and more. They're just seeing their own heartbreak, but they're not seeing what they're doing to person B. Now, I don't think this is a true representation of person A's personality. I just feel like they're coming off right now very needy and pouty, all right? And it's coming off as a turnoff. Now, because it's coming off as a turnoff, person B is putting their guards up even more, and it's making person A even more needy and pouty. It's becoming like this weird cycle. Person A, you got to pull back, step into who you are again, because you're losing yourself in this energy, and this is not a clear representation of who you are. You're not realizing how you're coming off. All right. So person B, your blockage, what you're feeling to see. You do have the Nine of Cups with the Ace of Cups coming out. I do feel like even though person A is moving all pouty and all that, they are the wish fulfillment for person B. They're just not showing up in person A is not being their best selves right now. This needy energy is not their best self. But person B doesn't know that. Or I don't know. It just seems like person B is like, oh, that's who you really are. You know, so now person B is going to get this moment to reassess. There's going to be a moment of clarity where their intuition is going to kind of push them towards person A. Like, listen, I know they're being like this now. This is not who they actually are. All right. If you were to take a chill pill, they can take it easy, and you see how wonderful they actually are. You'll see how much of a wish fulfillment they are for you with that Nine of Cups and Ace of Cups coming out. All right. So at one point, person B did have to put up their guards. They did have to protect themselves. They did have to learn a few things. They had to insulate. And now they're being led and their intuition told them to do so. So they were doing the right thing. Now their intuition is going to tell them, all right, now you're prepared. You're ready. You can handle this. Take your guards down and go back to person A now. Person B is going to be kind of confused. Like, what? I thought I was done with person A. And the divine guidance is like, no, we just needed you to be done for now so you can handle certain things, learn some lessons, clean up your energy a little bit. And now you're going to go back to person A and talk to them and settle them down because they're walling out because you just cut them out. All right. And then that's when person B is going to realize, okay, you were just acting like this because I just ghosted. If this is a ghosting situation or whatever. And person B is going to realize like, okay, you were just moving like that. That was a response to me ghosting, but that wasn't actually who you are. You're actually babam.com, Nine of Cups with the Ace of Cups. You actually do have this love that I need. So what's advice for person A? Moon card. Person A, I feel like an apology is on the way for you. Okay. Person B, they're gonna realize that they assessed the situation totally wrong. They assessed you pretty wrong. They misjudged you. Person A, they really did. They misjudged you. As I mentioned, this is not a representation of who you are, but they saw it and they just jumped to the conclusion that that's you. And they were like, oh, I don't want that. That's going to be unstable for me. That's going to be too much. And now they're going to realize who you actually are. And they're going to apologize. They feel apologetic, or they will feel apologetic for it. I feel like, so that's on the horizon here. Just sit tight. So yeah, they have the Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they're gonna put their guards down eventually. They're not gonna be quick to open up their heart again because they're a little bit shell shocked because they got whiplash, okay? Because they were being told, hey, put your guards up, leave person A alone, and now they're being led to come back, and now they're seeing you in a totally different light. So they're gonna have to adjust. All right, so be mindful of that. They're not going to fall right back in love. They're just going to be taking a closer look now and be more open-minded. What's the advice for person B? Five of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. Page of Swords. So now they're being led to take a second look. Now it's time. It's just all about divine timing. Now it's time to reassess the situation. Before, they weren't ready. The reason why they had to ghost, it was their own stuff. They had to find their own stability. All right. Now they found it. Now they thought that they find their stability and move on. And divine is like, okay, now you found your stability. Now you're ready for person A. So yeah, they're gonna take a closer look at this situation now. That's interesting. I do feel like there's a little bit of confusion and resistance, because if they've been following their intuition, now it's like, wait, all right, my intuition is tripping then. My intuition is not telling me to go back to this person that they just told me to step away from, right? See, there we go. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Person B. See, it's going to be a bit of a struggle here. You're going to have to keep an open mind. Because, see, this was a cycle here. They were led to release person A. And now they're being drawn back to re-look and reassess this person A again. There's going to be a little bit of hesitation. Like, why are you telling me to go back there? I already said it, had it set in my mind. I'm getting that energy. Like, I already locked in my judgment about person A. Why are you having me go back? What am I missing? Person B, keep an open mind. If you're being led to revisit an ex, it's for a reason. You didn't see the full picture. There was certain things hidden from you for a reason. So now you're being led to go back to see what the opportunity actually is, because it is an actual, they got the love. They got that thing for you. They got the love for you. Wow. All this time, person B thought person A was crazy. That's what it looked like. What does person A want to tell person B? Wow. Person A says, I love you unconditionally. See? Person B, person A has the love for you. They got the thing. They got that love that you've been looking for. You thought you wrote them off like they were crazy. You came closer than anyone. This is why they did kind of, I mean, person A did come off a little bit unstable. But the reason why is because they're like, look, I recognize this connection for what it is. Where are you going? Person B couldn't see the connection for what it was. So they were looking at person A like, oh, I don't know, you love me like that? You wildin', you know? But now they're going to come back and realize the error of their judgments. But yeah, person A also wants to say timing wasn't right. So yeah, there was a separation. Person B had to get right. And so that they could see person A clearer. But person A, yes, you was tripping a little bit, okay? Let's not act like you did. All right. Person B, person B wants to say, I regret lying to you. I wish I could share my good news with you. See, they had to keep a cold face. My life isn't together as it seems. I was in love with you. Oh my gosh. See, they had to stay cold about it. They had to be stoic about it. They had to remain quiet and listen to their intuition. They couldn't really explain exactly why they had to ghost. They had to just do it. If they would have said, I was in love with you and I gotta go, that would have been different. But for some reason, they couldn't do it, all right? And they regret that they didn't do that. But the reason why they had to ghost also is they had to find their own stability for them. And they looked at person A as threatening their stability. Whether it's because person B would have loved them too much and it would have been messing up whatever money they had going on. It would have distracted them, whatever the case is. They had stability. They probably had money on their mind. And it was just like, look, I can't deal with anything too serious. All right, well, it looks like a reconciliation coming back. The one that the Pisces Collective always wanted, which is beautiful. I love it. But person A, you was right all along about this person, but the way you handled it, you got to just check that, okay? It's a little bit of codependency that got triggered there. So there's a little bit of a lesson there, like, oh, this person drove me a little bit crazy. Let me reel that back in. Noted for next time, all right? All right, well, that's it. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG. Thank you. Until we meet again, peace.